Hello folks, I've done a few videos like this in the past, but I get increasingly frustrated with people saying things like, oh, there's no value in car leasing anymore, which is absolute nonsense. The price of things has gone up, the price of everything's gone up, and car finance is no different. Residual values in cars are stronger at the moment than they have been in times past. They have been that way for probably 18 months now, a couple of years maybe, but there's still massive value in car leasing if you go and look for it in the right places. And even if you don't look very hard, you can often find real value in car leasing. Now, at the end of this video, there's a car leasing explained video that's linked, and I suggest you go and watch that if you've got any questions about car leasing, because hopefully that covers them off for you. In the meantime, I'm going to show you what I've used for the basis of this comparison. So I've gone to Halifax for the car finance calculator. I'm using their Flex Car Plan PCP. Reason I've chosen Halifax is because they've got this nice, easy calculator here online. So no other reason than that. It seems like a reasonable rate and everything. I've gone to Lease Loco to find the car that we're going to look at, which is a Nissan Qashqai. It's the 1.3 Digi-T Accenta Premium. On this one, I've put a bit more of a deposit on the normal, just so I've got something a bit more reasonable against a PCP deal, a bit more realistic against a PCP deal. We've then found the same brand new car available on Auto Trader. So list price on it's £29,220, but there's a massive discount on it, so it's £24,950, as you can see here. That is the cheapest one on Auto Trader. So that's a brand new car with a £29,200 screen price that we've got a discount of £4,270 on. Okay, so you're very, very unlikely to get that car any cheaper than that. So if we use that deposit that we've used for the lease car, £1,958, that gives you 35 monthly payments of £413. Then you've got an optional lump sum at the end of that period if you want to keep the car, which is £11,534. So you can immediately see that there's a massive saving in doing the lease over the PCP in this particular set of circumstances. So that new car came with road tax free for the first year, but you've got to pay for it for the next 2 years. And road tax on that car, let's have a look, is going to cost you £230 a year. On the lease car, you don't pay for road tax. The lease company pays for road tax. Both are 35 monthly payments. The PCP is £413 a month. The lease is £211 a month. So the total paid at the end of that 3-year period. So this is on the PCP if you went to give the car back. On the lease, of course, you're going to give the car back. You've paid £9,343 for the lease. You've paid £16,873 for the PCP. So it's a difference of £7,530. So what happens if we decide we want to keep the car and release some of the equity, some of the value we've built up in that car and put it towards our next one? This is the thing that the car dealers love to tell us is fantastic. Or you've got all that value in your car now. Let's see how much that value is worth, or how much perhaps it costs us. So with the lease, obviously there's not any, because you don't have any value in the car. The car belongs to the lease company. It's gone back to the lease company. End of that. If you want to buy this Qashqai at the end of the 3 years on your PCP, you've got to come up with 11.5 grand. And let's say you've got that 11.5 grand in the bank. You don't need to finance it, so you don't need to get another loan to pay off that 11.5 grand. You've just got that money in the bank. Okay, so you pay that. The predicted use value of this car. So we're now looking at a 3-year-old car on Auto Trader with under 15,000 miles on the clock. It's not an insurance write-off, nothing like that, and it's from a car dealership. Folks, if you enjoy this kind of content, please give the video a thumbs up and please subscribe and click the notification bell if you haven't already done so. There's lots of content like this on my channel and lots more to come. So please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you. As you can see here, it's a 1.3 Digi-T Accenta Premium, Nissan Qashqai, petrol, manual, 13,000 miles on the clock. and you can get one for 14,840 from a dealership. So let's say, best will in the world, your car's going to be worth 14.5 grand, because if the dealer is selling it for 14,840, they've bought it for considerably less. Probably, if you were going to sell it, you'd get about 13, 14 privately at a push. On a Part X, you're probably going to get something like 13 grand if you can buy one for 14,840. I'm going to be very generous and say it's worth 14.5 grand. The value you've got in that car is 2,966. So if you pay that final optional payment, you then sell it for 14.5 grand, or use your value in it towards another deposit, you're basically going to get back 3 grand. Okay, so if we factor everything in, even with that 3 grand value that you've pulled back out of the car, it still cost you nearly 14 grand. Okay, this one has cost you £9,343. That is a difference, ladies and gents, of 4,564 quid. So in this set of circumstances, you would be 4.5 grand better off leasing that car and literally giving it back at the end of 3 years than you would be doing a PCP on the car, actually building up a little bit of value in the car, 3 grand's worth of value in the car, putting that value towards another car, or literally putting it in your pocket as cash. You're 4.5 grand better off on a lease than you are on a PCP in that set of circumstances. And this is the process you need to go through when you're comparing any kind of finance deal. Okay, if you're comparing a PCP against a lease, also look at a used car PCP against a new car lease. Yes, we have to try and guess what the value is going to be after 3 years. That's not an easy thing to do. You could do it the way I've just done it. Of course, markets may change, used car prices may plummet, used car prices may go through the roof. There's a lot of guesswork involved. If you look at this in percentage terms, the PCPs cost you almost 50% more than the lease. I hope you found that one useful, folks. As I said at the start of the video, there is a car leasing explained video over there, which is going to take you through everything to do with car leasing, probably answer all your most common questions. Hopefully you'll find it really useful. This is not financial advice, okay? I'm doing this for entertainment purposes. You must make your own financial decisions based on your own financial circumstances and do the numbers for yourself. I'm showing you here how I do it and how you might find that useful. Thanks again for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks.